Right, I'm in Liverpool at the start of the Leeds Liverpool Canal. Around here would have been, once upon a time, all warehouses, but they've been pulled down and been replaced by lovely new houses. So 127 miles to go before I get to Leeds. I've soon reached the Stanley Docks, which were a route out to the Mersey, but the end has been filled in. Well, we've done about 7 miles on hard towpath. Now it disintegrates into single track. Now got to mile 8 and the path has widened out again. A little bit of stupid information here. WARF is an acronym for warehouse at riverfront. You don't make terribly rapid progress because every 300 yards there's one of these obstacles in the way. Well, about 11 miles in and this is the first narrowboat I've seen. Interesting name! I come from Wensleydale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like cheeses.
And at 13 miles we're back onto the narrow footpath again. Oh, we got to 15 miles and the path has disintegrated. We've got to Scarisbrick Marina. I have to say that apart from the first 10 miles, the rest of it has been grass and shite, 2 feet from a dunking. I've just had to negotiate 44 fishermen in a fishing competition. Well, after 22 miles I've reached the Farmer's Arms and towpath. Well, I've now reached a piece of towpath which is gravel, compacting gravel, and I have to say it's the best you can get because when it's been laid with tarmac it's fine when it's new, but then it gets potholed and they're really hard, rigid potholes, and this makes a really smooth ride. I've just come to a branch and a lock leading into the Rufford branch. We're just going straight over the top of here and carrying on towards Wigan. Oh, this is Parbold, and I have just come off for the first time. Very slippy, narrow path, and front wheel went one way, the back wheel went the other, and off I came. Not quite sure where I've got to. Come to another lock, and it looks like, well, it's a motorway going over. I think it's possibly the M62. And moored up just here is this narrowboat, which is a tea room. It's called the Narrowboat Tea Room. That'll be nice, a nice place to break your journey. Look at this! We've just done 33 miles and we've got a block paved road. It's so smooth. This sign here says that we're at Wigan Pier. 22.8 on day 2 and I'm back at the point where I left off last night. 55 miles today down into guardrail, I hope. Towpath here is very good and I'm just passing a series of locks. Don't know how many there are, but all the way up to Wigan Top Lock. I'm told there's quite a climb here, then you turn left and it's all fairly flat again. Just climbed up all the locks at Wigan. I've now got to the top lock. We now take a left turn and head on towards Leeds. I'm having serious trouble with these bloody stupid bike gates. There's just not enough length in them to get a bike in. Well, I've been on the road an hour. I've managed just 6 miles. Path at the moment isn't too bad. But this is what it's like now, which isn't too bad. I can ride this. A pair of swans here have managed to rear 5 babies between them. I've just found this sign that says welcome to Lancashire. I thought I already was in Lancashire. Well, I've just got to the place I wanted to get to last night. It's only just 9:15, so I think that's not too bad. Very quiet. I've had to put my sunglasses on, not because it's sunny, but because there's so many flies about. Oh, I've just come the wrong way. I think I should have turned right where that bridge is. I wasn't paying attention here and I went straight onto the bridge. I should have gone up this track to the left, over the bridge, and then the Leeds Liverpool Canal carries on over there. Back on track, there's something called Johnson's Hillock Locks. We've just done 50 miles and we're out in the countryside, and the path has disappeared for all intents and purposes. We are apparently entering Blackburn, and according to this, I'm here. And the town centre is just there. The sign here I've just come past says Blackburn Waterside. It's rather nice, and that's the way I'm going. Just come past this building in Blackburn, and it's called the Wharf. 58 miles down, 69.5 to go. Did I mention it was there? Just out of Blackburn now, heading through some open countryside. Just reached Gano Tunnel. I have to go up here and find my way somehow to the other side of the tunnel. I'm just hoping that there are signs. I've come to Reedley Marina, and I'm pleased to say that this part of the path is National Cycle Route 68, and it looks to have been upgraded, so it's quite a nice surface. Under 50 miles to go. Can't be bad. And the path is still looking okay. Still rising. We've just come up Barrowford Locks. I'm at the top of Barrowford Locks. I've done 80 miles, 47.25 to go, and we're actually on a proper road round the Barrowford Reservoir. Alright, I've just got to the Foulridge Tunnel, so I've now got to find my way over the top and down into Foulridge. Back on the canal, having come over the top down into Foulridge, and I found somewhere open, the first one since Wigan, and I'm having coffee with scones. We've just come to Greenville Lock, which I'm told is the highest point on the Leeds Liverpool Canal, and from now onwards we shall be going downhill all the way into Leeds. Just set off and just cycling around Gargrave now. It's fairly slippy, but I'm taking this chance to do a bit of filming while the path is at least rideable. And here we just dip under the A65, carry on towards Skipton. Just disturbed these ladies and made them jump into the canal. I've taken shelter under this tree because there's a massive rain shower coming over. Approaching Skipton now. A lot of boats moored here. Campsite up here. Some people will have spent a rather wet night in these tents. Path has been like this and worse all the way since Gargrave, so it's not been an easy ride. I just completed 4 miles this morning and made it into Skipton. Soon we're going to be heading off down here towards Leeds. Coming out of Skipton, and this towpath here has been improved. It's got this nice sandy gravel, very smooth surface, which is wonderful to ride on. Well, who'd have thought it? North of England, and it's raining. So I'm just having a shelter under this tree. I'll hang on here for a few minutes and then set off again when it eases. Just a couple of miles out of Skipton, there's this memorial to a Polish crew of a Wellington bomber that crashed on a flight returning to Sylhet, which was its base. They all lost their lives, and this commemorates the event. A little bit of action on the canal this morning. It's looking a bit brighter now. The rain was forecast to clear up, so maybe it's going to be better. I've just met an interesting chap who said it's about a 20-minute ride down to Bingley and the Five Rise Locks, and that's where I'm going to meet my wife for a cup of coffee in about half an hour. Okay, I just pulled into Silsden. I think these are Silsden boats, and we carry on down here. Alright, this is it. 14 miles I've done this morning of on and off crap, and this is the magic bridge, because you've got crap, bridge, under the bridge, and proper footpath, proper towpath. 20 miles now, all the way into Leeds is going to be good. This is Bingley 3 Rise Locks and the Damart warm clothing factory right behind. Next up after Bingley was Dowley Gap Locks. Next up is Saltaire. This is Salt's Mill, which is now an art gallery. And this is Field Lock, complete with instructions on how it should be used. So the countdown begins. I've got 10 miles left to go, that's all. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finally, just 1/4 of a mile, and this is it. This is the basin at the end of the Leeds Canal.